Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Nandini and I am a coord at PDC in IITM. So today's session, we'll be having it on Figma, and it's actually an intro course to Figma, what Figma is and how to use it properly. So I'll be teaching you this rather than telling you the theory and about the different functionalities. We'll be making a project together in this session. So everyone, please I'd asked it yesterday, so just like that, just log in into figma.com with any of your mail IDs and react if it's already done. And we'll also be sending a video or a message on how to download Figma, because downloading Figma is not a very difficult thing compared to Fusion. So you can download it anytime. But for the practice right now, we'll be doing it on figma.com. And when I'm doing it, you guys also try to do it along with me. And since I cannot unmute you in the middle of the session, so what we'll be doing is, if you have any doubt or you need more time, just react. Mostly I'll see the react and I'll try to go as slow as possible so that everyone gets to learn properly. So, we'll be starting in, yeah, we have quite a good number of strengths, so we can start now. Just react if you can see my screen. I'm going to share my screen. React if you can see my screen, everyone. Reactions, guys. If you can't see my screen, at least if you are not react, okay, fine. Most people can see, so it's fine. If you can't see my screen, just text it in WhatsApp or put it in Slido. I can see that. Put it in Slido. Say something, guys. Just type yes or no. Only then I can proceed. Type a yes in Slido and we can start. It's fine. No problem. Okay. Works. We'll start. So we are starting. And also, I'll tell you the attendance will be taken in between the session anytime. So don't just leave the session randomly. Okay, works. We'll start with our session. So before how I'm planning to go about with this session is, first we'll have a small intro presentation on what actually Figma is, less than just 3 or 4 slides. And then we can make a live project, a live app design, and you guys will be doing it along with me. So all set. We'll start with getting started with Figma. So I don't think all of you might be knowing what actually Figma is. So I'll try to explain it in a very few words. So Figma is actually an app or a platform used for designing, creating, and creating, sharing, and testing, and designs for websites, mobile apps, and other digital products and experiences. So basically, all the app designs you see, they are created mostly by Figma, and also not just the apps, the various websites, also the different interfaces you see on your smartphone, on your mobile phones. Everything is created mostly using Figma. So we'll be starting about what is Figma and all. I don't think these are needed much, and I won't be talking about the technicalities or the buttons much. I'll be showing that to you through the exercise. And then the next thing is about why, like, it is a popular tool. That is why we are like presenting it. There are hundreds of tools in the market which you can use to design and all. But why Figma particularly? Because this is one of the most popular designer software, and also it's very easy to use as a beginner. So that is our main reason why we are opting for Figma. Now, it is a popular tool for designers, product managers, writers, and developers, and also helps involved anyone involved in design. Also, this also process contributes, gives feedback, and various other reasons. Basically, this is an overall platform. This is not just an individual designing platform. You can also incorporate communities, upload designs, download designs, and a lot of stuff is going on Figma. So we'll explore all of that shortly. And why Figma? As I already mentioned, you can, when you're working as a team, working with Figma makes it a lot more easier to go about with projects. And also, it's easier to share files, upload files for any particular design, and it's more easy to use for beginners. That third point is the main reason why we'll be learning Figma, because it is very easy to learn as a beginner. And also, since the past few years, Figma has been highly updated, and you see a lot of designs which are being uploaded from different websites. So you get a one place for everything, all the designs and software. So that is a reason why we are approaching Figma. Now, you might have already known what this is about. This is a type of wireframes. Like, you know it, like this is already being taught in some other sessions, I believe. But what is a wireframe and what are its three types? So we have three type of wireframes: low fidelity, medium fidelity, and high fidelity. As the name suggests, it indicates the complexity of the wireframe. So if it is a basic wireframe with just some buttons or not much color, it is a rough idea of how the page will finally look, but does not have much or more or less any resemblance to the original page. You call it a low fidelity wireframe. But medium fidelity wireframe, it has a little more resemblance to the original page, but not the exact thing. You have comparatively more resemblance to the page. And also, high fidelity is the exact page, or like 90 to 95% similar to the exact page. These are the three type of wireframes: low fidelity, medium fidelity, and high fidelity. I believe you guys have an idea about this, and the theoretical part is not much needed in our discussion. So we will be going on with this soon. So just one second. If you guys have any doubts, let me see if there are any doubts in Slido. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, these are the basic things again and again. What are the different types of web page? Like, what are the different uses, like designing web pages and layouts of apps and all? So it doesn't make much sense for me to simply give you the theory on this. So it is better if we go into the app. So everyone, please don't log out. You can open your figma.com side by side, and I'll give you 5 minutes for that. Everyone, quickly open figma.com. And if you haven't logged in, log in ASAP, and we'll start. Give you 5 minutes for that. Do it quick. If you have any doubts till this point, you can ask in Slido. I'll be checking that. So in these 5 minutes, or if you're all set, you can put thumbs up in Slido. Yeah, should we open a design? No need of that. You just come to the original page. No need to open a design file or design jam. We'll guide you through that, what to do. And repeat what I was saying is you just have to open figma.com. If you have logged in, well and good. If not, just log in now, and we'll be starting in 2 minutes. Okay, let's start. There are two options. Don't take any of those options. I'll tell you which option to select. Just have the main screen. That's all. We'll go through all the buttons and also don't worry. Is assignment 4 still open? It's better you ask in the group because I'm not aware of that. More thumbs up, guys. We need more thumbs up. If you are done, just react or put a thumbs up. We'll start at exactly 3:18 or 3:17. It's been a while. Done. Many more people. Come on, guys. I hope everyone is familiar with Slido. Can I start? You guys can join. We'll be going very slowly, don't worry. Okay, done. We'll start. So I'll be sharing the screen again. Can you see the screen? React, guys. Can you see the screen? Okay, fine. So, if you are not able to see the screen, just type in Slido every 2-3 minutes. I'll check it. Don't worry. So, this is the page you should get. To be honest, this is the page you should get when you log into Figma.com. You have like I had done previous designs, so these designs are showing here. Otherwise, it is just a new page. Okay. Just a second. I'll just minimize this so that I can see your chat. Okay. Fine. So this is our main screen, which we'll be viewing throughout. And so I hope this is a screen you are getting. And in this screen, there is nothing much. This is the managerial side of Figma where you have the different options. Here you can see your profile. This is my profile. And you have two tabs here. One is recent and the other one is drafts to move. Drafts to move. Okay. So this is a team. You don't have to worry about this now because this tab comes when you have any other team or you're working as an organization or a team, you get this. Otherwise, you don't have this. So here we have other features like design, Jamboard. I'll teach you all of that. Also, this is the just look at your leftmost down button, explore community. Don't click it. That is the like one of the most important features in Figma. That is Figma community. I'll be telling you what to do about that also. So let's start. First of all, you need to open a page. Now, how you should open a page is you just go to drafts. Under you can see my cursor, I believe. Just go to drafts. You'll get something like this. You might have it as a blank one or anything, but you enter drafts and then just click this option plus design file, the blue button on the top right corner, plus design file. If you click that, you will get into a page like this. If this is okay, then show me a thumbs up. I'm waiting on Slido, guys, because without this, we can't proceed any further. If you are able to get that page, show a thumbs up. Yes, okay. So at least one person is getting it. So I assume that most of you might have got it. Okay, done. Repeat, please. Okay, I'll repeat once more. But yeah, you will get the recording on YouTube. So if you have any problem, don't panic. Just write it down somewhere or just listen. The point is go to drafts and click plus design file on the top right corner. So this is our page, which we'll be getting once we enter Figma. This is the entire workspace of Figma. This is the page where you will be creating wonders and all. All your creativity comes out in this page. So I'll tell you a few buttons before that, and then we'll go to designing something. All right. So this is the home button in Figma. That is, you get the major or managerial options like file, edit, view, text, and all. This is the options just like any other option. These are not used for designing. These are used for like saving a file or editing a file and all. So you don't have to worry about these options much. And the major design options start from here. This option is the option for a frame. What do you mean by a frame is it is the page. It is just a hi-fi word for page. It is each like the every single page of a particular app or a particular website. That is called a frame. This is the tab used for shapes, and this is the one for pen or pencil. If you want to draw something, I'll take you through all of these options. And one more important thing is Figma has two types of layouts. One is a design layout where you will design your app or website, and the other one is prototype layout. Prototype layout is like it's more or less something which you use for prototyping, which was I hope all of you know what is prototyping from the last sessions. And so prototyping here mainly means connecting the different pages or creating a flow of pages. That is what you mean by prototyping. So you have a lot of options for prototyping. And one more important feature about prototyping is you can select your device here. I hope you can see these are the different selections you can bring. So if you want to create an app for iPhone, you can select which model you want so that we can like shape the page accordingly. And you have iPad mini and so many options like Apple Watch. So this is what I was mentioning about smartwatch and MacBook, and you can customize the size, and also there are options for LED TVs as well. So if you want it in that size, that is also quite easily possible. So that is about the prototype view, and we have the presenting view. Presenting view, all these buttons I'll take you through slowly. So the main agenda of our session today is not to give you a lecture, but we'll be making a similar prototype of this website. I hope everyone knows what this is. This is Swiggy. Swiggy is the food delivery app. It's a food delivery app, and we'll be making a prototype of a food delivery app today. So I hope that is okay with everyone. And the short notes of the session, you can get it on Instagram, or I think it will be uploaded. So no worries on that. So this is our page which will be duplicating, not entirely duplicating, but just to teach you all the buttons we'll be doing this. Okay. Now, first thing in that page, what you saw is a page. So what did I tell about a page? A frame is a page. So first of all, everyone go to design tab. Don't do anything in prototype. Always do it in design. Just take a frame. And today we are not doing it with respect to any particular device. I'll show you a finished model at the end of the session, but now we'll be doing it without any particular size. So just click on frame and then pull it to get a frame, any one frame. All right. This is, and you see so many options come under design for X, Y, and all. So is this much fine? Like this is the frame option. You get a page. This is your page. Okay. Now let's look at this website. You have an icon here. I hope you are listening because you have an icon here. You have a button, like some text here, and you have so many text. We won't be doing this entire website, but I'll be showing you a model. So first you have a like a logo here. So when we are making the low fidelity wireframe, we will go from low fidelity to mid fidelity to high fidelity. So when we are making a low fidelity wireframe, just we need a logo in this part. So just to like symbolize that, go to shapes and select an ellipse, and we'll place it here. We'll place it here for the logo. So this is not the logo, but this is just to symbolize that we need the logo there. I hope that's fine. Just a second. Okay. So is this much fine? You made the page and the logo. Now what we saw here was you saw text here. This text, let's not keep it as other, let's keep it as Swiggy. Let's have the logo and the name written on the side. So for text, you use this option, which is called a text option. Just click this and you can open a text box. Just open the text box and type your whatever name. Let's type it Swiggy. And so just see, this is like looking very awkward. This is looking very awkward because the size is not good. If you want the properties of the text, come to the design panel, that is the right side of the of my screen. You can see text, like all the options for text like enter, and if from regular you can select if you want it to be bold, semi bold, medium, or regular, or whatever option you want. You can select it. We are selecting regular for now. And also about the size, this looks a bit too big, so let me make it as the size of 10. So see, it has become a bit more compact. Now I'll tell you some more options which we see here, like auto alignment. Alignment and all is like usually not much use here because our text box is small. Otherwise, alignment feature works. Also, we have other options like line width, auto align and all. You can also come for fill. Fill in the sense what is the color you want there. As for now, it is black. You can go for different colors. And then stroke effects. Stroke means these are the lines. So as of now, we need only this much. And in our next step, we'll be creating buttons. So according to my target today, we'll be creating 3 pages. So we'll just keep 3 buttons. You can see here you have so many buttons like Swiggy Corporate, Search, Offers, Help, Sign in, and Cart. So we'll just keep 2 buttons. Select rectangle because I prefer my buttons in rectangles. So you can go for any shape. So I just pulled the button and then you can just align it. You see these orange lines coming about when you're moving shapes. Those are to help you align the shape. Okay. So this rectangle does not seem good. These are the properties of the rectangle, x-axis, y-axis and all. So this is a location, x-axis and y-axis is the location. Width and height are given here. This is a crazy button, that is rotation. If you don't want it 0 degree, if you want 23 degree, just see how it changed. Just see how it aligned. So we don't want that. We want 0 degree. So this one. This is a good button. This corner radius button. You can just adjust the corner radius to 45 for now. Just see the difference. You see a nicely curved button. So this is what you can do. Now I tell you 2 hacks. 2 very important hacks in Figma. One is Control D. Control D means duplicating. So see, if I want this button, I don't want to like go to shapes and then change the corner radius and make this button again. So I'll just duplicate it. Just click Control D. If you click Control D, you will get the same button with the same properties. So you don't have to work again and again. Works? Yeah. And one more button is Control Z. The reason is, see, if I accidentally made some mistake, Control Z stands for undoing. If you want to undo the process, you can go for Control Z. Okay, so we decided that we'll be making only 2 buttons. So for we can just like name the buttons with the help of text. So just go here and name it. So one button we were thinking about is sign in. Sign in. I hope you guys are like able to do it along with me. If it is possible, well and good, because that will only with that you will be able to learn the entire thing. Otherwise, you will have to sit and watch the video again. And this button we'll be naming it as cart. The cart and Swiggy, Zomato and all. So let's see. Here I'll show you the alignment tool. See, the word cart is towards the left side of the button. We want it towards the center. So if you see here, if you can see where my cursor is, just change the alignment to center. You'll get a very good button. Works. So we have only 2 buttons. You can change the format. You can change the font. No issues. But this is a low fidelity wireframe. So we won't be going about with much things. Also, let us add a line here. Like just see this. You have a line here. This line, you can do it with just the line tab. One second. Can do it with the line. So as I'm like already telling you, this is like a low fidelity one, and we are not duplicating Swiggy's website. We are just like taking it for a reference, so we can learn everything. So this is the line tool, and just pull it so you get a line. This line, you can change it to like a lot of features. If you want the stroke or the line to be any other color, like you want it to be gray, you can go for that. Let's take it gray for now. You can also change the thickness here. For now, the thickness is 1. If you change it to 2, the thickness gets more darker. See, it gets more darker. So that is about thickness. And you have other options like end point if you wanted a circle, an arrow, or anything. But we'll just keep it none for now. Is this much clear? Were you able to do at least this much? Just tell me in Slido. Yes, okay. 2 more yeses. Okay, I see a hand raised. Can you ask your question in the can you ask your question in Slido if you have any question? A few more yeses and we'll continue. Can you wait for 2 minutes? I can't. Okay, I'll slow down and tell this a little more slowly. Works. Okay, sorry for that. We'll go a bit more slow. This tool, I believe you know where we got it from. This was a circle which we got it from here. The ellipse tool. That is for circle. That is where we adjusted this to circle. And one more is someone said they can't draw the line. So for drawing the line, just go to the shapes tab and select line and just like pull it like this, like a normal line. Just drag it. Press one, like if you're on a laptop, just press down the button and then drag it. That is how you do a line. Okay, so this is a good chance. Like, see, I made a mistake here. So how to remove this? The trick was Control Z. Control Z. I am pressing it 2 times. So that line went. I hope you get it. And one more question was how to align the text to the center. Aligning the text to the center, select the text. You have an option like this called center align center, which will take you to the central alignment. And for curving the boundaries, just select that box, like whichever rectangle you want. And yeah, this is the button. Corner radius, just set it to 45 for curving the boxes. Okay. Okay. Anything else? I hope how I got the rectangle thing is through the shapes button. I didn't take any dimension. I'll show you a proper model after this. But since we have a constraint of time, I don't think I'll be able to do the entire thing in detail. So you can choose it if you want. But for now, for our first session, let's not take it. Works? Corner radius not shown. I don't know. Are you using on phone? Then maybe I don't think so. Also, if it is not the updated version of Figma, then I don't think. So let's go to the continuing one, and I'll give a chance to ask all your doubts at the end. Okay. Otherwise, I don't think we'll be able to finish today. So now, according to our agenda, we'll be making this. What's on your mind? And we'll be making any 4, I think, any 4 of this. Okay. So for what's on your mind, like always, we need text box. Go to the text, this option, T here, and select the text box and then just drag it and type what's on your mind. You can copy paste from the website also, but for now we'll be doing this. So this is the heading. You can like pull it here and there to align it properly. Now we'll be making 4 buttons. 4 buttons. As I already said, I'll be repeating this once more for the people who didn't understand the button. Go to this option, shapes option, click shape tools, click on that option, click on the drop down menu and select ellipse, because we'll prefer our buttons in circle or elliptical. So just click select ellipse. Go for any type of buttons you want, but for now we'll do ellipse. So one thing I'll tell you, look at this. Here we got a perfect sphere, 32 into 32. 32 into 32 is a perfect sphere. But imagine we didn't get a perfect sphere. Like I deleted that and I'll show once more. I didn't get a perfect sphere like this. This is 57 into 15. This is not a perfect sphere. So what we'll be doing is, I'll tell you how to make this a perfect sphere. Come to your design view on the right side of your screen. And here you have the width and height mentioned, 57 and 15. Just change that into, we'll make it 35. 35 into 35. Works. So you got a good sphere. Now you align it according to your page. And now it would be a pain to have this done again and again. So we have our cheat code Control D for duplicating. Just click Control D and drag the new one out of this. So you got two circles. Now magically, if you press Control D again, it will automatically align the next button sideways. So we'll have one more button, type Control D again. So this is our 4 buttons in the page. I hope you understood this much. I'll give like half an hour for your question session. No worries. If you have any doubts, we can I can clear that. But for now, we'll just go on with this. Okay, and you will have this video anyway, the recorded version. So this is what's on your mind. We have these 4, and like Swiggy did, we'll be having titles for this, like biryani, pizza, cakes, and something like that. We'll give random titles. So for titles, we usually take text box. So text box, just take a text box and put it here. So one text box is like, just make it biryani or anything you like, biryani. So another thing about Control D is that you can't just duplicate shapes, you can also duplicate text boxes. So if you click Control D here, I can get a text box like this. I just clicked Control D and I got the same text box. Now you can change this to ice cream. Ice cream, or we'll make it something smaller. Cakes. Okay. CAKES. Okay. Now we'll be duplicating this again with Control D and we'll get a new text box. You can make this as juices or something like that, anything of your choice. Okay. So we got 3. And one more is Control, wait. This, select this and Control D. We'll get one more. Just make it as dessert or anything. It doesn't make much difference. Okay. I hope this much is possible from your end. This much was possible from your end. I'm slowing down. So if you are done till this point, give a thumbs up on Slido. Okay. 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 Now we'll continue. So this much is done. Now we'll have a line here. This line, you can see, right? This line again, we'll have it here just for the aesthetic effect. So for duplicating, what do we do? Control D. Just Control D and you get this line with the same qualities again and you insert it here. Now we'll be making a like a restaurant thing. We'll be making like 6 restaurants. We won't be making the pages of all the 6 restaurants. We'll be making the icons for all the 6 restaurants. So let's take a text box. You guys please take a text box and add it here. Yeah, and as far as the attendance sheet is concerned, we'll give it at any time, okay? So don't just leave the session. Just click a restaurants, okay? Anything. if you want something where to explore or some classy lines, you can go for that as well. So we have restaurants. Now we need the icons for, we'll make 6 restaurants icons. So this time, let the icons be rectangles with curvy like borders, so that the concept of rectangles and curvy borders also becomes clear. So just go to this part, shape tools, click on the drop down menu, go to rectangle, and then just make a rectangle. Just make a rectangle with that. So this is a rectangle we are taking. This is a square, to be honest, 36 into 35. So let it be fine. We don't have a problem with that. So for curvy border, as I already mentioned, a standard curvy border size is 45. You can go for smaller curvy boundaries like 40. Let's go for 40 this time. So I give a corner radius as 40. So, oh wait, it became a circle. We'll make it smaller. We don't want a circle. We'll make it 15 or something. You can play with this and get your favorite one. See, this is a bit more like a rectangle, but more or like a circle. Let's make it even smaller, like make it 9 or something. Yeah, this is a good one. This is what we were expecting. So this is the restaurants. We have one. This is for one restaurant. Okay, if anyone is raising your hand, please give your query in the chat. Please give your query in Slido. I'll just complete this and come to the queries. Okay. Now for completing this page, just duplicate this button. We are like, don't be too much dedicated to make the button again and again. You have an option to duplicate it. So it's better you utilize it properly. So duplicating, just click Control D. By clicking Control D, you get the button. And then you again do Control D, you get the button again. Works? Now we need 3 more such buttons. Click Control D again, and then just take this button from here and keep it here. Just align it with the previous buttons so that it looks good. Do Control D again. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just doing Control D again and again. There is no new button here. Just Control D again and again. So we made a button like this, and again do Control D. So this much is done. So we have our restaurants. Just leave a little bit of space. So because we need to enter text also. So just leave a bit of a space. Okay. So this is our restaurants panel. Now we want a text also under the restaurant. Like now we have the different icons for different restaurants, but we need the text also for that. For the purpose of text, what we'll be doing is text box. As I already mentioned, we'll be using text box. So text box, just take the text box and pull it, and then just name it restaurant 1, or restaurant 1 should work fine. Or if you want to name it anything else, you have any restaurant in mind, go for that. But we'll just name it restaurant 1 for now. And we'll align the text to the center. This is the text alignment to the center. Align center. You can see on my right side. Just click it. Okay, that is restaurant 1. For like that, we have 6 restaurants. So just duplicate this text box, Control D, and just pull it to this side. This is restaurant not 1, but restaurant 2. Just rename it as restaurant 2. Restaurant 2. Okay. This is to be repeated for all the restaurants, like till 6. So you have time, do it slowly. And if this page is done, give me a thumbs up. I'll also be doing all the 6 restaurants so that we get to know how the page will look at the end. This is a very primitive model. You can also have like very sophisticated models along the way. I'll show you a few models. If you have any doubts, put it in Slido. We'll check it now for a while. If you're all set with this, all okay, you're enjoying it, put a react in the meeting. Just put random reaction. Just so that we know that you are not lost anywhere. For doubts, put it in Slido. For everything okay, react. Great, great. Everyone, please complete this page along with me because it's easy. This is the easy part. We'll have like more better features on our way. So yeah, I'm almost done. Just control D and change that number. That's all we have here. This is our final page. It looks good. If you have done more work on this, it will look better. But since we are doing a primitive one, this looks good for us. Let me take a look at Slido. Can you again repeat how those buttons in final section? Can you explain your doubt again? I didn't get what you meant. How those buttons. Please don't raise your hands for doubts. Okay, you can ask your doubts here. If you are all set, raise your hands. I mean react. Don't raise your hands. Okay. So that's it. This is our page one, the restaurant ones. How those buttons? Okay, I'll tell you how those buttons. Masking and animation. We'll ask these questions towards the last. These buttons I'll explain once more. For these buttons, just go to this tool. That is Shape Tools. That is the fourth button from the top left corner. Just click the Shape Tools, the drop down menu. Select rectangle from that. Okay. Take a rectangle of your suitable size and then go to the left part, the right part of your screen, that is design. From design, just select the corner radius to 9. Okay. So our page one is done. We have a lot of people who have completed page one. So it won't be fair on my side to keep them waiting. So we'll move on. We'll make 2 more pages. Like I said, we'll make 1 page for sign in and we'll make 1 page for cart. Okay. So I'll show you a model of uh, like one which is made fully. So you get an idea. So let's see, we'll make another page. How do we make another page? Go to frame, select frame and pull it to any size you want. Size doesn't matter here because you can align it later. I'll show you a properly aligned page or an app which we have made as a team for different projects in the previous years. So I'll show you that. So this is a frame. This frame, let this frame be for sign in. Also, like you might have a confusion how to identify if this frame is for this particular page. For that, you can name the frame, that is rename the frame. Just click here. You have an option to rename the frame. Just rename this to home page. This is a home page frame and this one is the, let's make it for sign in. Okay. We'll make just one more page and for now, because I need to also show you how to add pictures and also how to do components and prototyping. So like since already almost 1 hour is over, we'll be moving a bit fast because there is nothing more than what I already said in this page, only using text box and shapes. So what I'll be planning here is go to, just go to shapes, take an ellipse and place it here for your image. If you have an image in your profile, just keep it here. That is the one button. And then we'll have, let's duplicate these two. That is the Swiggy icon and the Swiggy, that name Swiggy. So duplicating, take Control D and just place it here. Okay. And the word Swiggy, Control D and just place it here because in every page you will find the name and logo. So this will be better. Okay. So we are done with this much. Now we need to like have space for the name, phone number and all, address and all. For that, it's simple text box. That is just shape and text box, using them again and again. Okay, so just go to shapes, select a rectangle, or I am selecting rectangle for now. You can select whichever one you are comfortable with. Select a rectangle. I'm not like making it corner radius because I want a proper rectangle. And let's have one rectangle for name, one rectangle for phone number, one for address, and something like that. Okay. So we'll have three rectangles in. Then duplicate this three times. Okay. Okay, we are duplicating this three times. So one, two. So we got three rectangles. Done. So we'll be adding this for photo. This circle is for photo. This circle is for logo. And these three rectangles are for name, like address and phone number. Okay. So how to add that? Take your text box, add your name. And if you feel I'm going fast, like I'm doing that because we are using the same options again and again. And there are people who have completed this already. So I'm going as slow as possible because we also have a time constraint. And you will get the like recording. So anyway, it won't be an issue. I hope you understood how I'm duplicating this. Just type Control D. You'll get a list of short list, like short notes in our Instagram for Figma. It'll be uploaded today or tomorrow at max. Okay, phone number. Works. I'm just pulling this text box so that the word phone number comes in a straight line. So this much we have now. Now we'll make one more page. Before that, just give me a thumbs up in Slido if you understood this much. It's not necessary where if you were able to do this much. Just give me a thumbs up if you understood this much. Okay. You can give in Slido also. I'm checking that also. Okay. You understood, right? Now we'll go to one more page. We'll make one more page just for beautification and all. One more page. Okay. That is the cart option. I'll show you how to make a live button also. How to make a working button. A button that works properly. Okay. We have a prototype for that. That also I'll show you. So we'll make one more page. How to make a page? Go to frame, select a frame, and then just pull it and then align accordingly. Whichever size you want, just align it. In every page, we want our logo and name. So just duplicate these two and put it in every page. Control D, just pull it and put it in every page. And this is a cart page. So we want like certain items and a button. I'll tell you how to make that button in the end because it won't take much time, but yeah, I'll show you how to make that button. Buttons we can do in the end. So we'll just add text boxes for now. Just add text box like just add a text box like biryani. We'll have a button here to select. So don't worry, we'll make that in the end. You can put this under inside a shape so that it looks like a button. So take a rectangle and make a button. Put this inside, put it inside that button. Yeah, one more thing. You saw now that this is behind that shape. So how to bring this to the front? Just right click it and you can go to bring to front option. So you bring it to the front. Okay. Okay. This is our button for biryani. You can have more button. We'll make two more buttons. One for cake, another one for juices. Okay. So just select this Control D. You get one more rectangle. One more Control D. You get one more rectangle. Okay. And just Control D this for one more text box. Just rename it cakes. And one more text box for just have one more text box for juices. Okay. We'll have a button here. I'll teach you how to make that button. So now we have successfully made a low fidelity wireframe. I'm just duplicating these lines so that it looks uniform and looks classy. Okay. You can like make whatever design you want. It's up to you. No, nothing like you have to make this only. But since we are making it for the first time, it would make sense to go with a simple design. So this is our design. We have made 3 pages, and this full thing is called the low fidelity page. Okay. Now we'll be going to a high fidelity page. High fidelity page involves modification and like beautification of the page. So beautification, we have to add pictures, we have to add colors. So first, let's come to colors. How to add a color? For example, consider these buttons. These buttons these buttons are we don't need them to be any text. We want those buttons to be colored. So just click on this rectangle, and you have an option called fill. You can go and select whichever color you want. But since we are doing it for Swiggy, let's go for their traditional orange color. This is their color. So let's keep it like that. And this also, I'll make it the same color. You can see that once you have used the color in your project, you can see that color here. So you can select it directly from here. So that is about coloring. You can color everything like this, because I can color this also. Let's make all this the same color. I hope you understood how to color. Just select that, go to fill and select the color. That is using color. You have a variety of options, like you can go for different units and then type the color code, and the transparency option is also there. Like see, like this, you can check the transparency option. And here you have an option for gradient. We are not using that now because, yeah, this one looks good. If you want, you can go for that gradient option. Otherwise, you have an option to fill an image in that place. You must have downloaded images for this. Otherwise, I'll teach you one more way. One more is about this is professional team to edit photos. This you don't have to worry because we're doing it individually. So this much we have done. We'll add color for this also. I hope you understood the concept of color. Okay. And we'll just fill in color for these buttons as well. Like, one second. These 3, like in the cart option, we'll fill for these 3 buttons, color. Like, filling color is very easy. You don't have to bother much. You can fill any color. This is your, whatever you want, you can fill. Since we'll go for a uniform color code. Okay. Now, the tricky part I'll tell you, we need Swiggy logo. From where will we get Swiggy logo? I'll tell you 2 methods. If it is a simple logo, you can draw the logo on your own. Just a second. Yeah, so if it is a simple logo like a small rectangle or something, you can draw it with your manually. That is for this option. You have an option called pen. See, this option is for drawing logos mostly. If you have an option like, if you have a logo like this, see, if I hope you can see what I'm drawing. See, if this is the logo or something similar to this, there are people who are experts in drawing with pen on Figma. But for beginners and also even for me, it is not very easy to draw logos with pen. So we won't be going with this. I'm deleting this. And I hope you know, if you want to delete something from the screen, just you can directly select it and click delete. Okay. Now we want to change this logo to Swiggy's logo. How will we get Swiggy's logo? I'll tell you a lot of ways in which you can get Swiggy's logo. One way is you can select this option, go to fill, like I already said, and give an image for that. Choose an image, download an image from the internet and choose that image and put it here. That is not very much feasible because every time you can't log in, every time now and then you can't log in. So what you do is leave that. We'll do something else. Just go to this button. It is called resources. You can also have the shortcut shift plus I. It will open resources to you. This is the most useful thing in Figma. So you can go to plugin. When you go to plugin, you have to download 2 plugins. Right now you can download. One is Iconify and the other one is Unsplash. Just type Iconify here. Since I already have it on my system, I can't show you how it is being downloaded, but It's very easy. Just click it and you will have an option to run it. Just run it for, it will take, I think, 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, just 1 minute. Just download these two, Iconify and Unsplash. Iconify is for mainly icons and Unsplash is mainly for pictures. Okay, so you can do it now or you can wait, you can watch and then do it later. If you have a weak internet, I don't think it will come very fast. It's not a big download, so no worries. So I'll just show you. I already have Iconify on my system. Just click Iconify. Iconify is loading. So this is the page you should get once you have downloaded. Is it fine? Yeah, and wait. I've already typed and kept this way. So what you do is you type Swiggy here. This Iconify has more than 1 lakh icons. So if you search Swiggy, you get these options. Okay. And I went with this option. I just selected this. And from here, I selected the color I wanted. Like, because we are going for this color. I selected that color and I imported this icon. Just click import icon. So I'll explain once more. Once this opens, just type Swiggy, click search icons and choose an icon you liked. It's better if we go for a solid one and then change the color here to whichever one you want. And finally, import the icon. I imported the icon. So you will see a message like imported icon successfully. So this is the icon we imported. We can like simply keep this icon here. You don't need this round. So I'm just removing that. So you'll be asking me, why did we put that circle in the first place? We did that because we were creating a low fidelity wireframe. We were creating a model. Now we are not creating a model, we are creating an actual one. So you can just remove this and we'll put this icon here. You can resize this and then just put it here. You have the icon and the logo. Okay. This is the same in all pages. So I'm deleting all these circles and then just putting this logo, duplicating this logo, Control D. You can duplicate anything on this page. That is the best part. You can duplicate a page also. So it's very easy when it comes to Figma because you have a lot of options. Okay. You duplicated this and you inserted the logo. So that is what we did for logo. We used Iconify. So you have any doubts? Everyone were able to think I like understood the difference between Iconify and Unsplash. I'll show you Unsplash in a bit. Can we do color two parts together? I didn't get that question much. Anything else, like any other doubt related to Iconify? I hope everyone were able to get it. Iconify. Okay. I'll repeat it once more. Iconify, just go to resources tab. That is the shortcut to reach resources tab is Shift plus I. Just click Shift plus I or resources tab. From the drop down menu, go to plugins. There are three options on the top: components, plugins, and widgets. Go to plugins and in the search button, type Iconify. 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 Just type Iconify and run it on your system. Just if it is already there, well and good. Otherwise, just run it. And when you run it, you will get it will ask open in Figma, something like that. Just say yes and run it, and you will get this option. Don't like panic or worry if you are not getting Iconify because it might be an internet connection issue or something like that. And you can like export icons in different qualities also. But since we are making a sample one and our time is also not much, I won't be delving much into that. So we got an icon, we got our color sorted, and we need an icon here also for profile. In our sign in page, we forgot to name this page. Okay, we'll name this as cart. Okay. Now in our sign in page, we need an icon for profile, like a person or something like that. So go to Iconify again and type profile or sign in or something like that. If you type, you'll get a lot of options like this. See, so many good options. Like I was looking for one of a circle or something. So we'll go with this one. I want it in black color and I am importing the icon. So I imported the icon and that icon is right here. I can just delete this circle and have this icon right here. Okay. So we have our icon, we have that ready. We have Iconify ready, I believe, because Iconify is very easy to use. Okay. Now I'll tell you what is Unsplash. Unsplash is even crazier. I'll show you. Just go to resources again, go to plugins, take Unsplash. Unsplash you have to download just like you did for Iconify. Okay. And to load these, it might take a few minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes, if it is doing it for the first time. Otherwise, light. I'll be here for your doubt clearing, so don't worry. We'll be having time for that also in case it is not downloaded. And but attendance form, I'll share it in a few minutes. Don't worry. After a bit of prototyping, also I'll share it. Detach components plugin. Iconify, I believe it's okay, and such doubts, I think you can. It's better if you ask towards the end of the session, right? Okay, because I just want to know. Just tell me on Slido if anyone is at the same pace as I am, completed all the pages, got good idea of everything. Just give me done or something in Slido. Then we can continue again. Done. Okay. Okay. Right. Now we'll be doing Unsplash. Unsplash, what I'll be doing with Unsplash is I need images for all this, like biryani, cakes, juices, and dessert. I need images. And also for restaurants, I need images. So what we'll be doing is we'll be taking these images from Unsplash. As I already mentioned, you can always take these images from Google, download it, and then using the fill option, color fill option, you can do that. But we'll be exploring Unsplash also. And I have one more way of doing this. I'll show you that. So just go to resources, take Unsplash, and yeah, this is the window you will get after you have run it on Figma and you have downloaded it properly. So on the search button, just type, we want biryani image. Biryani, just search it. You get a lot of images. Many of them are from Google, but you have you don't have an issue of using them. More or less, you don't have copyright issues mostly for many images, but not every. Okay, so let's go for with this image. If you liked an image, just click that image and you will see that there is one blue tab coming. This is the process of uploading that image in that. 1 second, control. Just a second, the size is too big. This is the size we got because we didn't select anything. Okay, I'll tell you what mistake I did now. I'll just delete this. When you are using Unsplash, you have to always select the shape in which you want to fill it. I want to fill it in this circle. Select that circle and then go to Unsplash. Otherwise, like we just saw, it will insert that image in the entire screen. So we'll repeat it again. Very yarn. Okay. So this was the image we were using. So this is the time it takes to take this image and put it inside that circle. Okay. So see, we got that image inside here. Isn't this a cool option? It looks nice, right? That is about biryani. Now for cakes also, we'll do the same thing. Select that box, go to Unsplash. You don't have to close Unsplash every time if it is in the side. Wait, I'll show you. You don't have to close it every time. Just make this a bit small and align it properly so that you don't have to close it every time. Okay. Just go to Unsplash and we want cakes, right? We want cakes. Just type cakes and any button you get. This one works. Any image you want. You have all the freedom to scroll down. Like there'll be better images down sometimes. Like these are better images. But since this is the purpose of teaching, like let's not waste time in that. For juices, I'll show you a properly done image also. That is done with a lot of time and with a lot of pain. So I'll show you that also. This is for juices and dessert also will keep one. I hope you understand this is easy once you have it on your software. If you have prior experience of using Figma, you will have all this. Otherwise, you can learn, no issues. If you have any doubts, you can ask towards the end. Okay, we have all this. Now for restaurants, let's add some images for restaurants as well. Now, how do you add images for restaurants? Same thing. No big concept. We'll just use Unsplash. We want restaurants, right? Just click restaurants and you get so many options. I'm just taking random images. You can go for highly specific prompts like Chinese restaurant, American restaurant, and it will give you according to. Otherwise, you can just go for random images. You don't have an issue there. Like, I'm just giving all the images I see on the screen right now. I'm doing this fully so that you just get a feel of how things can be. And also you get the time to do it along with me. So if you don't do it along with me or at least try, it is a waste of time. Okay. You always have the option to watch the video. But since you are attending class, yeah, well and good. You have to do it. Okay. So we have three. Once I complete these two more years, I'll release the attendance sheet. You can, like 5 minutes, you can do that. Okay. Or guys, if you have any doubts, please ask me in Slido. Don't raise your hand because I won't be able to unmute you now. I'll give you time for all your doubts later on. And I'm telling you in advance, the assignment for this would be to make an interface like this. So just get to know all the options. You always have the YouTube video. Okay. So in just one more image, I'll release your attendance form. I hope everyone is doing it along with me. So that is almost done. You can see how the page has started looking a lot better than what it was. So that is the first page is almost done. You can change these names from a restaurant one to like whatever restaurant you want. So see, you can close Unsplash now. This is the view. The first page is looking very beautiful with so many images and all. Second and third page, we didn't add much images and we didn't bother much because it's just a prototype. You can make everything look equally good if you have that, if you want to do that, but works. Now I'll show you one more thing. Before that, I will release the form. How to go to Unsplash, go to resources and just do it just like how you did Iconify. A rendering fader, how to solve it. You have to download it in better quality. You have to select images of better quality and don't go for very big images because when you concise it, the quality reduces. Go for smaller images. Okay. Delete any component from frame. Just select the component and click delete. How to go to Unsplash? As I already said, just go to resources from plugins, select type Unsplash and then select it. Okay. Now I'll release the, just a second. I'll just stop sharing for a while. I'll be releasing the form now. I'll be showing a QR code. Just scan it and give your attendance. Just your name and yeah, attendance page. Yes. The attendance QR is on the screen. And one request is please do not send this anywhere else. Only it would be your benefit that you attended the class that you are getting attendance. Don't send it to anyone else. This will be open till 4:70, 4:17 or 4:80. After that, we'll close it. Please give your attendance ASAP. And if you are facing any issues, just tell me in Slido to scan the QR. There is showing us 1 second link you guys want. Okay, I'll show you the link. I'll send the link then. Link also I'll send. Just a second. I've sent a link in the chat. You can look that if if the QR is not working. I'll stop the responses at 4:18. I hope you can see the QR. Phone number, if you can't see the, just type your email ID then. You can't see the phone number. If you can't remember the phone number. Okay, just do it fast, guys. We don't have much time because like if it goes on late, then the doubt clearance sessions will go on. That is why. If you have any sessions, it might clash with that, and if you have any doubt, you won't be able to ask. I'll wait for 1 more minute, 1 or 2 more minutes, and then I'll close it. Okay. We have almost 102 people who are in the meet, but I got only 82 responses. I got 82, not only 82. I got 82. The remaining people also do it ASAP. Yeah, just for telling you guys, next we'll be doing on Figma community. I'll be telling you what is Figma community. Once I tell you what is Figma community, you guys will surely ask me why did we do all this till now? Because Figma community is a one-stop solution for everything that we just did. You get everything. You get ready-made templates on Figma community, and it's very useful when you're looking for like logos or like text or icons and all. It's very useful. So we'll explore Figma community after I close the attendance sheet. So let's see how far. Just tell me if the link is not working or anything like that. When will the session end? I'll try my best to end it at 5 because not much things are left. If we copy the complete page, does only blank page get copied? Okay, for that, the link is there in the meeting link. The blank page alone does not get copied if you group it. I'll tell you how to group it also. That is coming in the next one. The link is there and the QR is there. So I can't do anything else if you are not able to. Okay, I'm closing it, okay? Please do fast. Session 5 is not for people who only got selected to final round, okay? There is nothing like that. Everyone should attend all the sessions for certification. But competition is extra. You guys can if you want to. So can I close it? Will start with the session and in middle I'll close it because it's a waste of time otherwise. So I'll just stop sharing and we'll continue with our session. Okay. Now Figma community. Now this part for Figma community and for moreover Figma, one good thing is after you have done this much, you don't have to save it anywhere. It is automatically saved by Figma. So just go back. page where we started with. This is the page where we started with, right? This page, as I already mentioned in the beginning, we had an option to like do explore community, right? Just click on this option, the bottom leftmost option, explore community. Exploring community is a like very crazy option where you can search for resources like portfolios. I can just type Swiggy here. This is an example. I'm just typing Swiggy here and just make this to free. Don't go for paid options because many of them are paid in this. You have to pay money for accessing the templates. But here you'll get almost all the pages already done. Most of the Swiggy pages, just look at this homepage redesign. You get all the pages automatically done by some other designer. Their names are also mentioned, like Rajeshri Mukherjee. They sold it to Figma. And now the Figma is using them as templates. So you can go for them if they are free. Otherwise, if you are willing to pay money and go, that is also fine. So you can use this in case you have some confusion or you don't have much time. You can go for template and just copy paste whatever you want. You have thousands of templates on Swiggy. Almost everything you will get in this. Everything. So, but my suggestion is don't go for Figma community in the beginning while you are learning because then you won't learn anything how to use Figma. This is for expert designers and these are for people who don't have much time. So for beginners, it is always recommended to do everything manually and then go explore these communities. Okay. I hope that's clear. I'm not entering into any of these communities. You can enter, you can select, you can directly copy paste the link, the logos from here or copy paste pages from here. All that is fine. But it's better you don't do it in your initial stages of learning. So we are going back the page we were doing. Okay. So it's loading. One second. Yeah. So that is all about Figma community. Figma community, I'm not explaining much because it's a good alternative. It is a good option, but not very good when you're learning. That's all. And Figma community is like a collaboration of Iconify, Unsplash, and many such like plugins. I just asked you to download 2 plugins. There are thousands of plugins like that. You can explore how much ever plugins you want. And we have 2 more main topics to cover. One is how to make a component, and the other one is prototyping. Prototyping takes hardly 5 minutes to explain, 5 or 10 minutes. But making a component, I'll tell you how to make a component. Okay. Making a component means making a live button, like a toggle button. Let's make a toggle button. So for a toggle button, go to rectangle, take a rectangle and just pull it in. Don't put it in any page. Keep it outside all the pages because we are making a component. Okay, I think I feel you can see. Just a second. See, this is the rectangle we made, and I'm just going to change its curvature or this corner radius to. We'll make it 45. Okay, 45. So we get a nicely curved rectangle. Now we need a button here. Go to shapes again. Click on ellipse, and then just put it here. See, you might have seen this button in all the pages. We just change this color so that you are able to see this. I'll just change the color to our this color. Okay, wait. You need it on this side. Sorry. This button you might have seen on many apps. When you click it, it becomes green. That means selected, right? Now, what you do with this is for this to make this a component, just select this and then just select the entire thing. Just, yeah, select both of them together. How to select both of them together is just pull it like this. The normal way how you select text. Just select the component, both of them together and create a component. This option, right? This option with create component. Just click that option. Now you see that this has become a component. You see a violet color boundary around it. So this is a component. Now you can duplicate this component. I'll show you one crazy thing. If you duplicate component, Any modification you do to one component, it will automatically happen to the other component. Okay, you don't need this duplicate component. I just made it to show you. So what we want is when you toggle that button, it should come to the other side and the color should change. So that is called a variant. So we need to create a variant of the same component. So you have an option like this plus. I hope you can see add variant option. The first option on the top, right on the top, you can see add variant. You have an option like this. It adds a variant. Okay. Now in our variant, this orange circle should be on the right side. So just click the orange circle and pull it and bring it on the right side. And this rectangle, change the color of the rectangle. Change the color of the rectangle to like any color you want. Now it is gray. I'll be making it to green. Okay, once again. Yeah, change the rectangle color to green. Wait, this is not selected. Wait, I can't make it to green, but I hope you understood what I meant. Make this rectangle to green. And that circle, when you bring it on the other side, it should become green. That's all. Wait, I'll make it again. Just bring it on this side. And then change the color to green. It is not a very difficult task. You can do it. I don't know why it is not coming. You should get it, okay? It is not like there is some issue with the color bar because I used it in some other project. But you should be able to do it. Yeah, so these are component. When you click it, it should come on this side. It should work like a button. It would have been nice if I was able to show you that color change. Just a second. No, it is not coming. Leave it. Okay. Now I'll show you how to like add the name here. Come to the right side in design tab. You have an option like current variant, right? Current variant. I hope you can see. This is the important part. Just change this to change the property one to if selected. Just type it manually if selected. That means it is if it is selected. The default one means false. False means it is not selected. But when you select it, it comes to component 2. Select component 2 and change the name of variant 2 to false, like true. Okay. This much is the designing work. I'll repeat once more. Select the first variant, change the property 1 to if selected, and change default to false. After that, select the variant 2, change the if selected will already be changed, and then change the variant 2 to false. This is about component. I'll show you a live component I made. This, I don't know why it is not working, but it should work otherwise. I'll show you that and then we'll continue. Just a sec. This one. This was what I was meaning when I said make a component. See, you can see on the screen. This is how you should make this green color. And on our frame, we should like add it. From where will you add it means go to assets. You will see local component. This is your wireframe. See, I'll explain again. This is your wireframe. On that, you just go to assets. You are usually in layers. From that, you go to assets, select the local component and drag it and bring it on your screen. And then resize it accordingly. I'll show you how this works. Just present it. Just present it. I'll show you after prototyping. We have one more step called prototyping. Just see. This is how it works. This is a toggle button. Okay. This is the button we were planning to make, but that green color was not coming. That is why I showed you this button now. It should come like this after you prototype. Now it won't because we haven't prototyped yet. And now we'll be moving to prototyping. The last stage, that is prototyping. Prototyping is very easy. It is the easiest part in Figma. The last stage is prototyping. I'll show you that. Come to our master page. I'll show you two more ideas which we made prior this meet. So you can just go to assets and then click the component or just drag the component and then put it wherever you want. Like you see such buttons in the case of veg and non-veg and all. Like select this button to have only veg options like that. You can have a button like that. Okay. So our prototype is ready. You can make one more component like this. I'll show you that in the main video, like the main one. I'll just show you prototyping and we'll end our designing and I'll show you a ready-made model. For prototyping, go to prototype tab. Okay, component, I'll repeat it again last because there is a time constraint. At least some of you must have understood what is a component. So go to prototype. Once you reach prototype, you'll start seeing that you have buttons like this plus coming about when you click on a page. Like, let me click on this page. You have this plus button, right? This is the which determines the flow. So let's imagine you want to go from this button, that is the sign in button. You want to go to sign in page. So from the plus of the sign in, join the arrow to the sign in page. So you have various options here like on click. Do you want to go it on click, on dragging, while hovering and all? We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it on click and then sign in. Do you want it to be instant, or do you want it to dissolve and appear or smart animate? You have so many options here. You can go for any of those options. We'll keep it instant. And this is another option called, we want to do it from cart. See, we want to just drag the button from cart into the cart page. Okay, that is, we got two layouts. Now, usually what we see is all the icons. When you click the icon, you go back to the home page. So I'm linking the Swiggy icon to the home page. All the Swiggy icons to the home page. Okay, this is like a very simple prototyping. I'll show you how to prototype the component. Just add two arrows from each other. Like add one arrow from the first toggle to the second toggle and add one arrow from the second toggle to the first toggle. Only then you will be able to do that two times. Otherwise, you won't be able to toggle both ways. You will be able to toggle only one way. Yeah, so that is about component. I'll explain again. Don't worry. Component, I'll explain again. Slowly, I'll explain. So that is about prototyping. Okay, prototyping is easy, right? You don't have much. If you have more pages, you can link all these biryani, cakes, juices, and all to different pages. But since we have only two pages, we are linking only these two. Now, I'll show you how I showed you how to do the component as well. So that was about component and prototyping. I'll show you. So I will like tell you how to do this properly. In the sense ki, let's see. What can I say? We have the, one second. Yeah, guys, component I'll explain again. Don't worry. I got so many inquiries about component. I'll explain. I'll read all your doubts. I'll unmute you. Don't worry. I'll teach you again. Whatever you didn't understand. But if there is someone who understood, I don't want to waste their time again. So prototyping, I hope you understood. Just connecting arrows here and there. That's it. Now I'll show you a model. This is the last part. Okay. After this, the meet should be. We'll go to question answer session. This is the one I wanted to show. This is the one I made, which is similar to food delivery app. This is a food delivery app, Food for Good. That is the name of this app, and you have a lot more pages in this. I'll show you how this works. For showing how it works, just go to the present button on the top right corner. Present button. You will see it in presenting view. You can see the animation, right? That is not an animation basically. I just added 2 pages and there is like an option for auto just going to the next page. That is it is like just flowing from one page to another without clicking. That's simple thing. You don't have to like worry much. You'll get a hang of this soon. Now this is the page. There are 4 buttons. If you click watch videos, you go to like this a page like this. I've not added more pages extra, just this page. If you want to go back home, just click back home. You have an option for find recipes where you can search for recipes. These are not buttons. I've only made this back home as a button. You can make as many buttons as possible, but just that it will become a very complicated model. Then upload a recipe. You can upload video, audio, anything like that back home and give feedback. Give feedback also, you can go back home. That's all. This is the one prototype. I'll show you one more prototype. Okay. I hope you can see the screen. Okay. I'll show you one more prototype and then I'll unmute you guys for doubts. You can ask your doubts. Till 5 o'clock, you have time. Or beyond that, also, if you don't have any other work, 10-15 minute works, no problem. One more prototype which we made for this session mainly is this one. This is a Swiggy final. This is how it was supposed to look. Look at these toggle buttons. These are the ones we made. This is also another component which works like if you press it, it will become plus like green color. I'll show you. Just I'll present this and I'll show you this. These are just ideas because you will be asked to make something similar for your assignment. So you can take ideas from this. Yeah, and see this. This was made for a laptop model. So the option was so you can scroll it down, what's on your mind and top restaurants. This was like it takes a lot more time to make this. But the one we made, it was like easier. You can use this is a toggle button, veg, non-veg. Okay. And after that, you have a button like search. You can search for dishes, what's on your mind, and things like that. Okay. And if you click on the logo, you reach back to the home page. Fine. Now you have one more page called sign in. Sign in, this is some random address which I gave and random phone number. Are you a premium customer? Things like that. These are all toggles, toggle buttons. Okay. Can do anything with that. And one more thing is we have what else was there? Yeah, you have restaurants also, I think. Yeah. Yeah, restaurants. This page took a lot of time to make. So if you for an assignment, you can make such extensive pages. But for now, it works. Like this is the other component I was talking about. You can press this. See, it's becoming green in color. If you want to select it, just do that. Okay. I think that is it from my side. I can unmute you for doubts. Just a second.